not letting their disease define their limits. Men and women with Parkinson's meet at a boxing ring in Northern Virginia every single week. They're fighting the disease with a supportive squad at their side. Here's Janice Park with a story that's all new at 11.
Weave two.
Anna Grill has always been a fighter.
1, 2, weave two.
In her former life as a corporate executive, and now as a mother of 2 with Parkinson's, a disease she hid from her coworkers for 10 years.
It's like I'm amazed, but then I'm also like, wow, maybe she should slow down, but I mean, there's no slowing her down.
And there's no slowing down at Rock Steady Boxing. This is the face of someone who's fought for years.
You said you're all part of this club no one kind of wants to belong to.
We have Parkinson Club. We range in age from mid-40s to mid-80s here. None of us want to be in this club, but we're here and we'll do the best we can with it.
The music starts, hearts are pumping, and the encouragement overflows.
Even if it's just a bag, punch that Parkinson's bag.
They only hit bags and never each other. Rocksteady was started by a prosecutor in 2006 who has Parkinson's. Owner Alex Langstein says this location is only the second one in Northern Virginia, and it only opened up about 6 months ago. The disease happens when nerve cells break down or eventually die in the brain. It's estimated about 1 million people are affected in the U.S., with about 60,000 new cases each year. There's also tailored activities like shouting and volleyball to take back what Parkinson's has robbed, like a strong speaking voice or agility.
People just completely changing from coming in here just depressed and not really confident in themselves, and they're just completely different people now.
One of those people is Paul Zimmett. Parkinson's ended his career as a dentist.
And when you got that diagnosis back in 2007, what were you thinking?
I think the end was near. I really thought that, but it turns out it's not.
Zimmett says some days the tremors are so bad it feels impossible to get up and walk to the fridge. But here, everyone always leaves better than they came in.
Hey, Larry!
Like Larry, he's 75. He barely walked or spoke months ago. But look at him go now.
Meet Larry when he didn't talk at all, when you first met him, and to have these little conversations.
It's like a breakthrough.
It's much better than sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
In McLean, Janice Park, WUSA 9.
Some 24 fighters with Parkinson's gather at the Rock Steady Boxing facility in Northern Virginia twice a week.
3, 4.
Neil Eisner was diagnosed with Parkinson's 6 years ago. He was among the first to join the program last December, and he likes it.
One big step forward, one big step to the side.
I think Alec, who's the teacher, is really accenting those features that are prominent in Parkinson's. For example, some people have problems walking or tripping. He works on exercises that affect the legs. He works on exercises that affect balance. That's something I'm having particular problems with. One of the things, interestingly enough, is you tend to have a lower voice. When you have that lower voice, people can't hear you, you don't realize it. So he accents getting us to bring up our voice clearly and more loudly.
You're gonna do 10 punches. You're gonna say out loud, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go!
My aunt has a gym in Westchester, New York, and she does a Rock Steady Boxing program there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then she invited me up to her gym to check out the program. She thought it would be perfect fit for what I do.
Langstein got interested and became a licensed RSB trainer.
A typical boxer's program, they focus on balance, hand-eye coordination, reaction time, footwork. There's some cognitive stuff because in boxing, certain numbers equal certain punches.
3, 4, 5.
So when I yell out certain numbers, they have to move and react at the same time, so the brain and the body's working together.
Jab, cross, hook, uppercut.
Research shows that exercise helps with the brain use the dopamine more efficiently. My goal usually is after I work with someone with Parkinson's disease, I kind of refer them out and just suggest that they get involved in exercise programs out in the community. Rock Steady Boxing is great. It's up and coming. It's super popular.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Victoria Hebert has a tremor in her left hand. Certain situations can trigger it.
Being cold, being hot, sitting with a crowd that I'm not real comfortable with, I'll start shaking. I end up having to sit on my hand just to keep it still.
But with this crowd, Hebert doesn't feel the need to hide her disease.
These people have become very close in the 4 or 5 months we've been together. That's a big part of it. And sharing experiences with others.
Go, rotate clockwise!
Sharing similar challenges and hope makes these fighters feel they're not alone. It also gives them the support and determination to keep fighting the disease. For writer Faiza El Masri, I'm Faith Lapidus, VOA News.
3,